Not Wendy Child. Not Professor Dr. 4-degree having Wendy Osefo.
I'm not even gonna lie, this is one of those moments that genuinely caught me off guard. Hearing that a real housewife like Dr. Wendy Osefo could be tied to something criminal? That's shocking. She's always carried herself like she's above the drama, above the mess, above everything. But now, her name is trending for all the wrong reasons. Mugshots of Wendy and her husband Eddie are now making rounds online, and the situation is serious. We're talking about 16 charges in total, including 7 felonies, all tied to alleged insurance fraud. And you already know, there's one person who seems to be enjoying this way too much: Keiarna Stewart. Keiarna has been hinting for a while that Wendy's lifestyle wasn't as perfect as it seemed, and now, with everything coming out, she's practically saying, "I told you so." There are even rumors floating around that Keiarna might have been the one who tipped authorities off about what was really going on. Apparently, she's been dropping subtle clues about Wendy's behind-the-scenes life for some time, and now that Wendy is facing court, Keiarna is making it clear karma has finally come full circle. According to her, Wendy is now dealing with the same kind of judgment she once threw at others. But here's the real question. Are these accusations actually true, or are people just eager to see Wendy fall? Because if there's one thing Wendy has always emphasized, it's her accomplishments. She's constantly reminded everyone that she has real credentials, 4 degrees, including a PhD. And now, somehow, she's caught up in something like this? Everything exploded on Thursday, October 9th, 2025 in Carroll County, Maryland, when Wendy and Eddie were arrested and their mugshots went viral. And let's just say those photos raised eyebrows. Both of them were smiling, looking unusually relaxed, even cheerful, dressed in matching gray shirts. According to reports, the charges include insurance fraud over $300 and providing false statements to law enforcement. But the story actually goes back to April of the previous year. After returning from a vacation in Jamaica, Wendy and Eddie reported that their home had been burglarized. They claimed that expensive designer bags and jewelry had been stolen. They filed reports with 2 insurance companies, stating a total loss of around $450,000. But as investigators looked deeper, things didn't start adding up. Police noticed that only one bedroom appeared disturbed, while the rest of the house looked untouched. Even the supposed entry point, a window, didn't make sense. Investigators said that to exit through that window, someone would have to step on a toilet, but the toilet lid was closed and completely clean. On top of that, the home had security systems in place, ADT and Ring cameras, and they had been activated before the couple left for vacation. Yet, during their time away, no suspicious movement was recorded inside the house. There were minor activities like package deliveries monitored remotely, but nothing suggesting a break-in. No forced entry, no unusual motion, nothing. It all started to look staged. Then it got even worse. Investigators discovered that some of the items Wendy and Eddie claimed were stolen had actually been returned to stores months or even years earlier for full refunds. Some dated all the way back to 2018. Considering that many luxury items have serial numbers, the fact that none of the stolen items showed up anywhere raised serious red flags. And to make matters even more unbelievable, there was a photo of Wendy on a red carpet wearing a ring she had reported stolen. But wait, it doesn't stop there. When authorities searched their home after the arrest, they reportedly found at least 15 of the same items that were listed as stolen sitting right there in the house. At that point, you have to ask, what were they thinking? According to investigators, financial pressure may have played a role. Reports suggest Wendy was dealing with significant debt, and this may have been an attempt to recover money in a desperate way.
You know, she's one of the the only ones who is like, I'm so proud. What she said was, God has you covered, right? So I need a second because
I get it.
I opened my phone. I had no idea what was even going on, and I'm like, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm very, very shocked because I felt Miss 4 Degrees had it together. Okay? I thought she had it together. I mean, isn't Eddie an attorney, for heaven's sakes? Like, what the fuck?
After they were arrested, the two got out on bail, $50,000 each, and released a statement saying,
After their arrest, Wendy and Eddie were released on bail set at $50,000 each. Soon after, a statement was issued on their behalf. It said that the couple was back home with their family, staying positive, and appreciative of the support they've received. They also made it clear that they're prepared to face the legal process and are looking ahead to their day in court. At the same time, they requested privacy as they focus on their family during this difficult period. But of course, once news like this hits the internet, people start digging, and they dig deep. Social media users began revisiting old clips and interviews, searching for anything that might connect the dots. And sure enough, they found moments that raised eyebrows. One clip showed Wendy discussing the alleged burglary while wearing the same ring she had claimed was stolen. That alone had people questioning everything. Others pointed out her body language during interviews, saying she appeared nervous or inconsistent, as if she wasn't fully telling the truth. Whether that's fair or not, once the internet locks onto a narrative, it spreads fast.
Forgot that in April, your home was broken into or something. Was this during filming that this happened?
I think it was right before.
Okay.
Like, literally before camera went up. It happened because my family was away on spring break. It was our spring break trip with the kiddos. And I was just so heartbroken. Like, I think a few of my first initial scenes, I'm just a little bit uneasy because we had just been violated, so to speak. It was the worst thing. It's so unexpected, especially since from my vantage point and from the investigators' vantage point, it was targeted, you know?
Really?
Yeah, because I've lived in this neighborhood for, a long time, but since the neighborhood has been in inception for over 20 years, there has been no burglary.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Meanwhile, Keiarna Stewart is not holding back at all. She's making it very clear that she feels completely justified in everything she said about Wendy in the past. Wendy had previously accused Keiarna of chasing attention and creating drama for relevance, but now Keiarna is flipping the script, suggesting that Wendy's polished image wasn't real to begin with. For someone who always positioned herself as above the chaos, this situation has definitely shaken that perception. And Keiarna, she's not offering sympathy, not even a little bit. Ashley Darby has also chimed in, backing Keiarna's stance. According to Ashley, this situation didn't come as a surprise within their circle. She implied that the cast may have already been aware of certain things, and it's only the public that's now catching up.
No, we were not shocked.
Keiarna even posted a pointed message that read, "Catching felonies, not melodies," throwing direct shade at Wendy's situation. And the fallout is already hitting Wendy's career. One of her appearances on a wife swap type segment has reportedly been pulled by Bravo, signaling that this controversy could have serious professional consequences. With legal battles ahead and financial pressure already looming, the road forward doesn't look easy. And while reality TV has seen its fair share of legal scandals, people are still stunned that Wendy is the one at the center of this. She built her image on intelligence, education, and credibility, qualities that set her apart from the typical reality TV persona. That's exactly why this situation feels so unexpected. At the end of the day, it raises a bigger question. Why do people risk everything just to maintain a certain image? It almost feels like a pattern at this point. Another housewife, another legal issue. But Wendy? The professor? The woman with 4 degrees? This one definitely surprised a lot of people. So what about you? Did this situation shock you, or did you see something like this coming? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.